Hi, this is Simon with Trading Perform Coaching. Just kind of a quick midday coaching session for July 12th, 2013. Taking a look here, let's start off with the ES. And this morning, just a couple of quick items. This is for educational purposes only. Nothing in here is should be construed as a trading recommendation or trading a strategy that you should follow. This is not a trading service. This is simply to try to help traders perform at their best to increase their profitable days and decrease their losing days. So let's talk about how I looked at the day coming in. So this morning, the white zone was from 1666 to 1668.25. And what you will see from this is that buyers have been in control all day, quite clearly. Very clean, easy setup. In addition, when you look at just what's been going on over the last couple of days, if we squeeze this in, buyers have just simply been in control. It's been gap and go, huge gaps day after day with overall dips being purchased. Okay, so keeping that in mind, it's Friday afternoon, it's summertime, it's gonna be slow trading. That's just the nature of the beast. And so what happens to a lot of traders is they'll come in and they'll go, well, we've been up all week. There has to be, quote unquote, there has to be profit taking at this point. And what I would stress to you is that simply there doesn't have to be anything actually. The market will do exactly what the market wants to do, exactly the way it wants to do it. And what I need to see when I'm coming in is that if we're going to have a break, I want to see strong selling, I want to see high negative tick readings, and I want to see open drive lower if we're going to fail out of the gate. Otherwise, I'm going to assume it's just a normal day and that buyers have the upper hand right now. And the easiest way to trade when you're in an uptrend is, shockingly enough, long. So that's where my focus was this morning. Summertime, Friday, I want to go in there and I want to get done early. So many traders, spend their day trying to capture all these different trades, and either they do it one of two ways. Either they say, I'm going to hit the home run. I know that this market is going to roll over. We're so extended to the upside with no pullback. All of which is true, but does not mean that the market's going to pull back. Or number two, they say, well, I'm just going to capture every little move here up and down. I'm going to capture every move in and out of the zone. My plan was quite simple. First touch of the white zone, which is one of my highest odds trades, I'm taking long. I'm looking to make 8 ticks on my simplest strategy. Okay, I'm in, I'm out for 8 ticks. I put my money in my pocket, and I have a good day. Now, in today's case, we've basically been balancing all day long through a very tight range. I believe the range is roughly, let's see, we're 67 to roughly 72.5. That's less than 6-point range. Okay, so we're obviously playing from the outside in is the easiest way to trade this on days like today, which again, why location at the top of the white zone was excellent. The multiple pushes in, and if we look at this carefully, you'll see that there actually were multiple pushes into the white zone. This was the first push into the white zone, yielded your 8 ticks. Now, here's the trick. If you're not taking profits or scaling or have some strategy for exiting, let's say I thought the market was going to come up and push into this zone here, the 74 to 76, which is certainly attainable. It's not a big rotation up, right? So I didn't take any money off on this move up, okay? What so many traders, what will happen to them is that they'll end up just scratching this trade right here, and it was still a perfectly fine trade. Or even worse, they'll say it's going to push higher. They don't even bother taking profits at the back of the 72 area, even though that's an excellent rotation up. They come all the way back in. They're likely on these new lows intraday to have taken a loss. Okay, so day trading is all about precision and entry, taking profits on a regular basis, and managing your position. Now, if your strategy calls for simply taking a trade and 5-10 point targets are all you're looking for, that's fine. Just realize those are lower odds trades, and you're going to have a strategy that encompasses a stop that allows you to capture a 5 to 10 point move, and you're going to have the mental framework that allows you to sit through hours and hours. I think it's still highly likely that we can close up in this 74 to 76 area. I think that's highly probable. Buyers have been in control all day. It wouldn't take much to squeeze this up a little bit. But my gosh, what kind of patience are you going to have if you've entered here? Hopefully you've entered here on pullbacks and you're not chasing up. It's going to be enormous, and you're going to have to build a framework, a mental framework, to sustain this. And frankly, I think that's very difficult to do for most traders. So my trade today was quite simple: long right here, and I took my profits right here, and the rest of it was watching and waiting for opportunities. Several traders asked why I didn't take middle of the back zone here. Obviously, in retrospect, it was a great setup, and I'll tell you why. All the rotations have been very small. We're basically chopping in an area right here. So if I'm getting to the middle of the back of this zone, I'm breaking to new highs without any extension. I mean, if we were up 5 or 10 points when we're breaking back here, that sounds great. I'm very interested. But right here, what's your risk reward? Because the odds that we could break higher, come up here, or even extend into initial resistance at 78 to 80, I think they're very high. And so I don't want to place myself in a low odds situation. Did the trade work? Yes. Did I take it? No. I don't take every zone, even though there are days when I do. On this particular day with a slow grind where we're basing right here, I don't want to short the initial break. Work today, it's a low odds affair. And then if we look here, I mentioned coming into New York lunch that the NASDAQ was getting weaker, that we could be turning this boat around. But if you look, we never actually came in and turned the boat around. Buyers never lost control out of the white zone. And as you see, we've continued to push higher. And until such time as we stop breaking higher and we close on a 5-minute basis below this white zone, there's no point in anticipating the break. Just let it happen. What's most likely going to happen, most days it's rare that we just flush straight down, okay? But what the break would look like was we'd break this zone. Hopefully we'd come into this 63 area and then rotate back up for a test into the white zone. And boy, that would be a really nice setup if we could get that to the short side. So patience is required there. Looking at NQ really quickly. Let's see where I have that hidden. Here we go. Okay, so NQ this morning, we opened up in the white zone. Buyers established control when we closed above the white zone. We rotated back down to the bottom. All of this gave you excellent long location. Again, NQ's been the same thing. We've been up for 9 or 10 days in a row. There's no point in guessing what day it's going to roll over. Traders have lost so much money trying to fade this move in NQ and in ES. And you're going to need a home run just to get back to break even for a lot of traders, or they've blown up in this period of time because people aren't used to markets going straight up for 10 points. That's all there is to it. So if you look, excellent trade location, nice rotation higher. Once we broke below and sellers gained control, particularly right here, this first move up into the zone, if you were aggressive, was okay. It only gave you 3 points. I mean, look at the time of day, 11 o'clock. That's the time of day that even though trades work in this time zone, requires the utmost in patience. And you got to know who you are. If you don't have the ability to sit through a ton of choppiness, why force your hand then when you can get nice, clean, easy trades right here where you can just resolve the trade quickly, take your money, and move on? All you need is 1 or 2 good trades a day to get paid. So that would be my message. We're Friday afternoon. Frankly, I have no idea where we're going to close. Buyers have gained back control. This whole area is a chop zone right now. I don't know that I'd want to enter anywhere on any of this here. And I'd rather look for clear extensions to find trade entries or trade exits. My guess, if I had to guess anything, the odds say buyers still have control and sellers are in a bad way. Sellers, shorters in particular, they're getting really pressed and they may be forced to cover into the end of the day on Friday afternoon. Again, that's not a trading call. It's just logic. Think through it. Locals have been shorting out to buyers and they've been just crushed for 9 and 10 days in a row. So that's my take. I hope everyone's doing well. I recommend you email me any questions that you might have, and I'll be happy to address them in future reviews or maybe at today's end-of-day review. Although if we don't do something here, there may be no need to do an additional end-of-day review. Keep your stops tight and make sure that they work for the trade that you're executing. Have a plan. Follow the plan. Execute the plan. Don't try to figure out the whole market. Just figure out the little piece that you need to make your account grow. My name is Simon. I'm with Trade and Perform Coaching. You can reach me at tradeandperform@gmail.com. I hope everyone's banking today. Have a great day.